Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9 and we will be explaining the protection of intellect in Islamic law and overview of Maqasid Shariah. And my name is Ikram Zachary bin Norhisam and my metric number is 083821, and I will be explaining the introduction of Maqasid Shariah and the protection of intellect. Islamic jurisprudence concept of Maqasid Shariah is the higher objective or the ultimate goals in Islamic law. It outlines the manner in which Shariah should be applied so that doing so promotes the welfare of man in this world and the hereafter. The framework is built upon 5 primary objectives, which is religion, life, intellect, lineage, and property. Justice, ethical conduct, and social harmony are these objectives that play the role of foundation. Classical scholars such as Al-Ghazali praise this principle as very important to attaining balance and achieving spiritual material well-being. The application of Maqasid Shariah issues are contemporary in respect of human rights, economic policy, and the development of society, which is an indication that the issue is relevant within the historical and cultural context. One of the major aims of Maqasid Shariah is to protect intellect, since the human mind is a necessary element to learn about divine revelation and make proper decisions, as well as fulfill ethical responsibilities. Islamic law actively works to safeguard the intellect by prohibiting anything that impairs it, such as intoxicants and narcotics, as stated in the Quran. In addition to prohibition, the Shariah also promotes the development of human intelligence by promoting the pursuit of knowledge, education, and critical thoughts. A sound mind, according to this principle, is bound up with moral and spiritual accountability, because a mind so equipped knows how to discriminate what is right from what is wrong and participate inputfully in the affairs of society.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Razin bin Saidi, and my ID number was 083729. Now let me move on into our goal for our project. And the concept of Maqasid Shariah had provided a clear guidance and a framework to the process of ijtihad, to solving the contemporary issue that also complied with the will of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. As we all know, one of the elements of the Maqasid Shariah is the protection of intellect. As according to Al-Ghazali, the main reason to maintain the intellect as to fulfill the obtaining of knowledge for every individual in the society. And also Maqasid Sharia also had been studied widely by a current scholar, which is Yusuf Al-Qadarawi, who had addressed the modern issues and the relevancy of Maqasid Sharia. So the importance of this report is made to study the Maqasid Shariah, the importance of the protection of intellect in Islamic law, and also what are the implications of it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Izzudeen bin Abdul Razak. My number matrix is 083799. Today I will be discuss about the methodology in the importance of protecting intellectual under the Maqasid Shariah. The methodology is traditionally Maqasid Shariah by scholars classified into 3 levels. The first one is Daruriyah, which is the necessities will remain first priority, being fundamental to human survival and well-being. The second one, which is Hajiyah, important but not imperative. Their absence would cause hardship to some, but definitely will not affect basic human well-being. The third one is Tahsiniyah, the additional benefits that enhance life. The methodology of Maqasid al-Shariah in the protection of intellectual property rests on an understanding of the core values of Islamic law, intended to promote the welfare of individuals and society while preserving some basic values such as faith, life, intellect, lineage, and property. So this is the guiding principle for Islamic legislations on contemporary issues, intellectual property included. Under the promotion of social welfare, which is ijtihad. Ijtihad is a term that denotes liberal deliberations carried out by Islamic scholars in the domain of Islamic law. This serves as a basic to tackle various and novel issues arising in the context of Maqasid al-Shariah. Intellectual property is a modern issue, and in this matter of its application, the perspective of intellectual property will readily be accommodated by Islamic jurisprudence through scholarly ijtihad. This implies the development of legal rulings by Islamic scholars on intellectual protection based on the overall goals of Islamic law by providing certain right principle of Maqasid al-Shariah to ensure that intellectual property system serve society's good. This means ijtihad will be given in the maslahah of ummah, and under the Maqasid Shariah, the base of face, life, intellect, lineage and property. So this is the guiding principle for Islamic legislation on contemporary issues and intellectual property included. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Umran bin Hamzah and my message number is 083734. And today I will briefly present the finding and discussion on the protection of intellect in Islamic law, a key objective of Maqasid Shariah. So for the finding, the protection of intellect or al-aql is vital in Islamic law for ensuring rationality and ethical decision making. One of the most prominent example is the Quranic prohibition of intoxicant, which states, "O you who have believed, indeed intoxicant are but defilement from the work of shaitan, so avoid it." Intoxicant impair judgment and harm individuals and communities, and their prohibition serve to preserve mental clarity and societal stability. Furthermore, the emphasis on education is central to protecting the intellect. The Quran verse Revelation commands, "Read in the name of your Lord who created." This highlights the value of seeking knowledge as a means of intellectual and personal development. Education not only empowers individuals but also fosters innovation and strengthens the moral fabric of society. Deceptive practices such as fraud and dishonesty also threaten intellectual integrity. The Quran addresses this by warning, "And do not consume one another's wealth unjustly." Surah Al-Baqarah. Honesty and transparency ensure that trust is maintained and intellectual progress is not hindered by unethical behavior. By promoting this principle, Islamic law protects the intellect from being exploited or corrupted. So for the discussion, intellect is crucial for understanding divine guidance and making ethical choices. Modern threats like misinformation and substance abuse endanger it. Islamic teaching prohibit harmful practice and promote education and honesty, safeguarding intellect and moral clarity. Protecting intellect support progress, combat inequality and align with other Maqasid Shariah objectives such as preserving life and wealth. So for the conclusion, the protection of intellect is central to Islamic law, ensuring ethical behavior and societal development. As the Quran states, "Are those who know equal to those who do not know?" Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In conclusion, it can be said that Maqasid Shariah is that which embodies the core of the Islamic law because it consists of objectives which bring human dignity, welfare and society harmony in their implementation. One of the very cores among its foundational principle, protection of intellect, represent one of the very important pillars for moral responsibility, advancement of human beings and self-development. Shariah bans harmful practices and substances that destroy the capacity of a person and leave him unclear-minded, thus maintaining the well-being of an individual and a community. This principle is a reflection of the dynamic and flexible character of Islamic jurisprudence to serve both spiritual and temporal need. Today, intellect protection goes beyond intellectual property rights and access to knowledge and is applied to mental health as well. Yet the latter serve to prove the continuance of the protection of intellect. In the end, the preservation of intellect under the Maqasid Shariah is not only for protecting personal capacity but rather provide the basis for building a just and thriving society which prove the eternal sense of justice of Islamic law.